My name is Lynn Collier. I want to thank you so much for being with us. This is our Wellness Tuesday, and our guest is Ava Mucikyan, and she is the founder of Two Salt Rooms here in Las Vegas, and recently just purchased a flotation therapy room on the west side of town. So we are going to talk to her about what she does and why she does it, and that will be recorded on holisticvegas.com. And then afterwards, our team leader, our Las Vegas team leader, Chris Goodlow, is going to talk about our club and its benefits and the breaking news on that, our Wellness Saving Travel Club. Everybody wants to travel, pent up demand, so to speak. So we're going to have him and give that to him. And we invite everyone to stay for that. And then if you would like information, go ahead and private message Michelin Corbin. She'll take down your information and try to get you any information that you need. All right, Ava, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me. This is exciting.
You're in your salt room, or do you call it salt cave or salt room?
It is a salt cave. This one is a salt cave for sure.
And so you were talking about how many, I mean, it's actual room made of salt, blocks of.
Let me give you guys a quick round tour, I guess. So this is what the room looks like, and it's got about 20,000 pounds of Himalayan salt. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I heard something, so I got muted. So there's about 6 chairs now in the room. We can accommodate up to 10, 12 people if it's a private room, not during COVID. And the floor is made of salt as well. As you can see, it's just granules of Himalayan salt.
It's like being on a beach.
It is. It's like, you know, merging, putting your feet into the sandy beach, and it feels really good. You sit for about 45 minutes per session. And while you're in a session, we actually infuse the room with more salt, just like we don't have enough. So we actually infuse the room with pure pharmaceutical salt, which is what you're breathing. This one is just for salination to recreate the microclimate of the cave. And this, the idea of having so much salt in a room, it kills bacteria, kills germs, fungus, viruses. So you are in a sterile environment. But what you're breathing is pure pharmaceutical salt that goes into saline solution. So it just goes into computer looking like a hollow generator that grinds into fine microparticle, fine enough for you to just breathe. So you don't have to feel that you're getting treated. And it's good for a list of respiratory issues, skin conditions, stress conditions, just overall wellness and immunity very well.
So can you tell us what the healing properties are, or what the Himalayan salt is supposed to be, what it's known for to help you, what kind of conditions it's known to help with?
Yeah, so Himalayan salt itself, the ones that you guys eat, put in your food or ingest in various forms like Soleil detox solutions, you know, all kinds of ways you can intake Himalayan salt. That one is basically you're intaking 84 minerals and elements, potassium, magnesium, like it has 84 trace elements and minerals, and it's very healthy for you. So it's not something you can overdose. Usually you can notice that it takes more Himalayan salt to get the saltiness level than the regular sodium that you're taking from a store. It's because it is not pure salt. It's basically all minerals. But when you're breathing pharmaceutical salt air inside the cave, that helps with allergies, asthma, respiratory conditions like COPD, emphysema, sinusitis, hay fever. So anything connected with your upper and lower respiratory tracts, and it all the way gets to the bottom alveoli of the lungs. So it scrubs all that mucus out and helps it release and open up the chest and bring inflammation down. So it's really good. Great for skin like eczema, psoriasis.
So it's a good cleansing sort of way to live. And it's providing us with trace minerals that we often lack, you know, that we're often lacking.
Mm-hmm. It's great for immune system boost for sure.
Okay. So I noticed that those chairs that you're in, they go back. Yeah, they're like lounge chairs. Because when I went, there was a singing bowl, like a meditation singing bowl. You do those, and you do yoga there too, right?
Mhm.
So, and you have a Summerlin location.
Convertible cave.
Huh?
It's a convertible cave. We converted
Okay.
things.
Summerlin location and a Henderson location, and you do also body treatments as well as the salt room.
Massages and facials, yeah.
Um, now tell me about the flotation. Um, let me see if I can do a screenshot of this, because that's something we were talking about before you got on air, and you were just purchased this uh, flotation therapy. Oops, that's my obsession. Airhead, sorry about that. So flotation therapy, that's on Fort Apache, and so you were talking about some hockey Golden Knights players that were using that.
Yes, so the flotation therapy is a different way of wellness, right? So if you have mental, not that you have mental issues, but you're struggling with anxieties, depression, or if you have physical pains in your body, and a lot of times it's hard, especially people with chronic pain, you know, it's hard to carry your body weight constantly on your painful back. So the flotation therapy consists of being in an oversized tub, like a bunker, right? It's about 1 foot deep, and it has about 1,000 pounds, 1,200 pounds of Epsom salt. This one is Epsom salt, right? And so what happens when you go in the tank, you lay down and you literally just pop like a cork. So even if you wanted to put some of your body down, you can't, because it pops you like a cork. So the water temperature is the same as your body temperature. So you feel like you're laying there weightless in space and just in a tank enclosed. So you're alone for an hour with your thoughts, with yourself, completely relaxed. And it's interesting because about 15 minutes into laying, I noticed like there's muscles in my body that I keep on relaxing that I didn't know that I could relax. Because when you're no matter what you do, sit or lay down, you still have muscles that are tense. Like there's things like your shoulder is like this, I don't know, your back is kind of crooked. And when you're in a tank, it's impossible. Like you literally just let go of everything. And if it's the first time, it could be a little interesting. By the time you adjust, you figure it out. But right about the second time and on, once you know what you're doing, it's very revelational, I want to say it, because I don't think there's any other place where you're completely in silence with yourself for an hour, weightless, not feeling yourself. So you're almost like not in your body anymore. It's like out of body experience.
Yeah, yes, I've heard that some people who have had almost spiritual
Right.
experiences, out of body experiences,
If you're
epiphanies,
there, right.
visions. Yes, but also it's good for your I mean, these hockey players are going for reparative reasons, right? For their muscles.
Yes, for
to repair.
injuries, but they use their muscles, you
Yeah.
bet, right? So the Golden Knights coach actually recommended them to come and float, and some of them come and float right before the national, the local
Well,
playoff.
we'll have to go in there and see that again when we have you back next time. That'll be fun. So one of the things Michelin said is, how long do you stay in the cave per session? So you can tell us a little bit about your offerings and how long those are.
So the cave sessions are 45 minutes. It allows us 15 minutes to prepare for the next session. So we start them on top of every hour. And all you're doing is just relaxing, reclining. And this is really good for your back too. The zero gravity chairs, I love them. Like they totally take the pressure off my back.
Yeah.
So you just relax on a zero gravity chair and just breathe the salt air. You can read a book. You can be on your phone. I don't recommend that, but it's not as secluded as the tanks are, right? So you can still keep your thoughts with yourself.
Be connected to the chaos in which we live.
We're still connected in some way or another, right? Even though this is pretty, people call it an escape, a happy place or whatnot, because it is a little escape from reality moment when you come to the cave.
And you do have yoga classes.
Yes. Once in a while, we'll put the chairs away and we'll put the mats down on the salt floor and we'll do some yoga, and it's fun. We have meditation classes like the singing bowls that you mentioned. We have Nidra yoga, which is like more restorative kind of meditation / yoga classes. It's all about relaxing, distressing, self-caring.
Which is something we all need right now. Yes.
We all need right now, yes.
And then you have massage, you have other treatments, and you've mentioned some products that you produce yourself.
Yeah, I have a little fun because when we first started, my mind was just thinking salt, 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 salt. So I decided to do anything and everything possible with salt. So I started making salt scrubs. I started making Soleil detox solutions. And then while I'm at it, I'm like, might as well make a lotion and a lip balm. So I started this small little line of mine that has been sitting on my shelves only. I've never really done anything with it to like expand the line, but it's all natural. It's literally 4 ingredients. Everything is edible. You don't want to eat it, but it's edible. Like it's all natural ingredients. There's no even citric acid to keep a shelf life. So my customers love it.
That's great. And how long have you been doing, how long have you been running the salt rooms? When did you start open them?
I started the Summerlin one, which is where I'm sitting right now. This is the original baby. I started this one in 2014 and we're going on, yeah, 6th year.
Okay. And then opened the Henderson one and just recently the flotation.
Yep, and then flotation. Flotation was around. Flotation is not my baby, but it is now. It was open 5 years ago, but I acquired it 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Fun.
And is there like a reason that you got involved? Is there a personal reason? I mean, did you suffer from allergies, or is there some reason that you got involved with the Himalayan salt?
I got involved because I just needed to do something. I don't know. I felt the urge to leave corporate America, but my son did have allergies. He had stuffy noses, and I couldn't stand pumping his nose with anything not natural. Back then, he was only a year and a half old. But I was a banker before in my past life, I call it. I was a corporate banker, and I was kind of capped at my career, and I didn't want to move out of state to do something bigger, and there was not much I could go up on the ladder, and I kind of was tired of them telling me what to do and when to do it, and then cap my commission on top of that. Which, if I knew what I would make as a small business owner, I'd probably stay at the bank. It was still a lot better than the banking, than the small business, financially. But of course, you can never put a price tag on self-fulfillment, the freedom of expression, and unlimited potential of what you can do with yourself, with your business, and the great, wonderful people that you meet in the community as a small business owner. That was not open to me. Those gates were not open to me back then. Yep.
The great adventure of being an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Yes, and you chose the wellness. Is there any particular reason you chose the wellness sector?
I just wanted to help people. That's what I always wanted to work in nonprofit sector. I got a degree in, pretty much diplomacy, so I can go do missionary work, and I never got to use it. So I'm like, I'm going to figure out how to help people one way or another. So I was always into natural. I mean, I'm Armenian. I come from a very holistic country. We don't have chemicals there much.
That's awesome.
It's like what grandma taught you, right?
So is there anything else you want to talk to us before we open the floor for questions? Is there anything else, any new and exciting?
Grandma used to say, gargle with salt, it'll make it better.
And we do want to address the COVID-19. You are you're still doing social distancing and phasing in your opening, and your yoga classes are not far.
Yes, we only allow 4 to 6 people in the cave, and to give you a perspective, cave is about 400 square feet, so just one in each corner sort of thing. Massages opened up during phase 2, so we do all the precautionary, the masks and whatnot, the disinfectants obviously after every session. We've been doing it all along because, at the end of the day, it is an intimate experience. So we do, disinfect the chairs and whatnot.
Yes, I love the chairs. They're my favorite.
Yeah.
So you can really go back in them. I mean, you can.
I know, seriously, like hello.
Yeah. You can lay almost flat in them, and it does support you really great, and so it's wonderful. So do we have any other questions? If anybody wants to raise their hand to ask Ava a question, or put it in the chat bar. We talked about you get the Himalayan salt. I mean, it's mined.
Yep, it's a commodity, so we do import it in containers.
Yeah, and it takes a lot of blocks of salt to build that
Yeah,
room.
yeah, it's 20,000 pounds, and like each boulder, each brick is like 5 pounds, each boulder is like 9 pounds. So do the math. I'm not good at math.
That's really cool. I know when I went there, there was a little salt. I could taste the salt. I
Yeah.
would like to find out the price per session.
So our first time clients get 2 sessions for the price of one, and price of one is $35 to sit in the cave for 45 minutes.
So there's $35 to sit in the cave for 45 minutes, and you got a special going on, you said?
We always have a special for our new clients, just because we want them to experience it. So you get your second session complimentary when you purchase.
Also, 2 for 1.
Yep.
You can bring a friend.
No, it's only for you, because we need you to really get the benefits. One time may not do the trick.
Oh, so you have to, it's kind of something that builds up in your system.
Right. I mean, it will stay in your system for about 48 hours, but one time it's not an antibiotic pill, and even if it was, it would still not fix it.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. I did feel that it affected my sinuses. in a
Yeah,
good
it just
way.
wouldn't be long lasting if you just came once.
Well, I used it. I mean, I know that it has a lot of holistic medicine uses, but for me, it was more like a way to get centered and focused, and more of a meditative thing.
For that.
Then I used to go there on Sundays. So, okay, got any more questions besides the price of the sessions? Is there something new? I know
Go ahead, the
Joe
question.
Clark has asked to unmute Joe. Okay, Joe.
Hey, that is awesome. I just want to let you know, Ava.
Thank you.
Do you sell it by gift cards for like maybe holidays or something like that, as you can give as for a gift?
Yeah, absolutely. We have gift cards online. We have gift cards in store, whatever you like.
Okay, that sounds amazing. Wow. Now I know when I'm cooking where I need to get my Himalayan salt.
We even have the blocks if you need blocks for cooking. Have you cooked on a Himalayan salt block?
I actually cooked some tonight on one, yes.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah, it's about 2 inches thick and about 10 inches. It's like a 10 by 10.
Long. Yep.
Yep. Well,
What do you
great.
mean by cooking on? What do you mean by that?
You can actually put the salt plank on the grill,
Uh-huh.
and you can cook fish, you can cook meat. I cooked meatballs on it tonight for my rigatoni meatball and parmesan. Yeah, it's amazing.
Is it for seasoning or is it?
Exactly.
Okay.
And it always seems to season your food perfectly. You don't have to, you know how like hospitals get the rap of, they don't season their food or salt it, it's very bland. It's natural, so it's amazing. It seems like it knows what your food needs. So when you serve it's amazing. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna go to the Henderson because I live closer to Henderson side. I would love to try that. I'm glad that you're on tonight. Good stuff.
Thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I do notice that you hire practitioners too, like meditating, singing bowls. Is there any other people that you're working with to do kind of like different kinds of things?
You know, one of the things that the Salt Room kind of transformed into, if you will, because I am very passionate about small business. I mean, I was a small business banker before, and I still feel like it's my mission to help them. And obviously women, who are trying to start up. So I have a lot of things going on with startup and established small business owners who are practitioners and who make products. So the products we'll host on our shelves. We'll bring them in on weekends for pop-ups, and different instructors will come and we'll schedule them on the class for classes and events, and they'll do their magic, and we'll share revenue with them. So just another way of engaging community.
Right. Let's put your website in the chat bar so people can go there. That's where I'm assuming, have your class information, right?
Sure. Yes. And this one is the front page, and classes would be, I guess, just to go direct.
It's just Salt Room.
Right now, there's not very many classes, as you can imagine, but generally we have 1 or 2 a week for sure.
And what's the website?
It's saltroomlv.com. I just texted.
Oh, thank you.
I just texted privately to Michelle. Oh, sorry. So let me just
Okay.
copy this and make it to everyone.
There, we got it. Any other questions for Ava?
And then NBFloat is nbfloat.com.
Oh, so it's a different, okay, I'm gonna try that one out.
Yes, please do. You're a veteran in the salt room already.
Yeah. Oh, I did enjoy it, and it was a really good meditation for me. Okay, so if there's nothing else, we're gonna, Ava, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, okay.